Hey guys, Brian Hilliard here, author of the best-selling book, Networking Like a Pro, and I gotta tell you, I am fired up here today because we are gonna tackle a question that comes up a lot, which is, what is a good first step towards getting more paid speaking engagements? Because I gotta tell you, when I first got started, I've been a coach and speaker since 2001. When I got started, and even several years afterwards, I was going out and I was doing speaking engagements, and most of them were for free, and that was fine because as a coach, I was using it as a way to get clients. People would come see me speak, and it was awesome. There was no problem. It was really good. But I remember I was like, one of the times I came back and I was like, it would be nice if I could get paid to speak for these types of, engagements. Obviously getting clients is good, but why wouldn't I want to get a check as a result of something that, quite frankly, I was already doing and passionate about? And the answer is, I wouldn't. Of course I would want to be able to do that. But here was the thing. I had no idea where to start. I mean, like literally, I had no idea where to start. I was like, how do you start getting paid speaking engagements? Is there a list of people that you need to call? Are there, organizations? Are we just talking corporations or maybe some other groups? Who are these people? What is it that I should be saying? How much should I be charging? All of these questions were coming into my mind, and I gotta be honest with you, I just gave up. I was like, this is too much. I was still trying to run my coaching practice, and I still do that, but it was too much for me to kind of figure out. Well, fortunately, I picked it back up again, right? And I did a ton of research, went online, did a ton of research, read some stuff, talked to some people, in the industry, did some more research, talked to some more people in the industry, and fast forward to today, and I put together, in my opinion, a pretty step-by-step approach towards getting more paid speaking engagements. And I was surprised because, and I'll speak for myself, obviously, I can't speak for anybody else, but it was a lot easier than I thought. You know what I mean? It really, really was. And and this is what I tell people, one of the great first steps towards getting more paid speaking engagements, and this assumes, by the way, just so we're clear, this assumes that you already have a topic, which most people, when I'm talking to them, they already do. So after you have a topic, what's the good first step? What's a great first step for getting more paid speaking engagements? It's quite simply this. It's getting a clear understanding as to what it is your audience is going to get as a result of you coming in and speaking. Now, you might be thinking, well, what do you mean, Brian? I mean, it's my topic. I love my topic. My topic's awesome. I'm sure it is, all right? I'm totally sure it is. But here's the thing. When you're talking about paid speaking engagements, these people, I'm talking about conference chairs, program people, corporations, people who bring people like myself in and are paid to do that, okay? They are not looking for the fluff and stuff. They want to have something that is crystal clear to their audience, to them, for their audience, on what they can expect to get. So, for example, one of the things that I do a lot of talking about is leadership, actually, success in leadership and how you as a leader can move forward. And one of the points that I talk about in terms of, well, what is it that people are going to get? Well, overarching, the main point people are going to get from me is they're going to get a step-by-step game plan on how they can make themselves, I was going to say it backwards, themselves and their team better, but really, they're going to get a step-by-step game plan on what they can do to be able to make the whole of their team greater than the sum of its parts, all right? The 50,000-foot view is they are going to get a step-by-step plan on how they can make the whole of the team greater than the sum of its parts. Now, that's the other point. The trailing point that I said backwards, is that it's going to allow them to grow themselves and their team. All right, so those are 2 points, right? And when people ask me, that's exactly what I say. I was filling something out. I was trying to remember, California. I was going out to California. I haven't gotten the engagement. I don't know if I will, but I was filling it out. And they ask you, they're like, what specifically is the audience going to get as a result of listening to you? And you have to have like 4 or 5 points. Like, they're not fooling around. So a great first step is to say, all right, I've got a topic, obviously. What is it that people are going to get as a result of listening to me? Well, Brian, I do health and wellness. What are they going to get? Well, maybe they're going to be able to get some steps on what they can do, obviously, to live a healthier, better life, but more importantly, what they can do to, I don't know, maybe lose weight, right? What else? Well, let's say you're going to talk to, like one of the other talks that I do is on how to overachieve without overcommitting. That's a really good one too, if you don't mind me saying. And what they get from that, people say, well, what exactly are audience members going to get from that? Well, they're going to be able to learn how to get more done without killing themselves in the process. Okay, I can get that. And then I start detailing the bullet points of what they can expect. So my first, recommendation to you in terms of a first step that you can take is take a look at your topic, think about it from the perspective of the audience, and ask yourself, 45 minutes later, 60 minutes later, 90 minutes later, as a result of hearing you speak, what is it that these people are going to walk away with at a 50,000-foot view? And that's what you need to be putting on your website. You need to be putting that in your bio. You need to be putting that in the topic itself. When you're describing the actual topic, my topic is XYZ, and it's all about showing people how to ABC. Bam. That's what meeting planners are looking for. That's what program chairs are looking for. That's what conference co-chairs are looking for. They're looking for something concrete. They're looking for something tangible that they can say, all right, if I bring in this Hilliard guy, here's what he's going to do. Versus Sally Sue over here, who's just kind of fluffing stuff, and I don't know if I'm getting behind that. I mean, I'll have her come in and maybe do a free session if she wants to, but I'm not pulling out the checkbook until I understand exactly what this guy or this gal is going to bring to the table. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that's something that you can see yourself doing. But in the meantime, my name is Brian Hilliard, saying so long, take care, and thanks so much for your time.